Oh,
I guess the view must be pretty good from up there.
ParalyzePPG.com, your official sponsor for Tuesday Night Hangout. What's up, guys? Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangout. We are ready to get this started. I'm your host, Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane. I'm here with Will Fly, and Mark from Paralife PPG. Will, how's it going?
Man, it's going good. I have a funny feeling that there's a lot of people flying right now. That's where I should be. I think it's beautiful outside.
I agree with you. It has not had. We haven't had a good afternoon flight in a while, and I was looking out the window earlier today, and I was like, "Oh man, like it looks good. I could definitely go for it." Mark, I know you got a flight last night, correct?
Yeah, I got to fly last night for about an hour and 15 minutes, and it was just perfect.
Yeah, rub it in, rub it. You could have just lied and said it was
okay. It sucked. It was bumpy. It was like being in a dryer.
That's what I need to hear.
But that was a good intro you did.
He did good, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed, but the host wasn't in there at all.
Yeah.
So
you run out of time?
No. Actually, I have like 25 MBs left before StreamYards won't let you upload it. So I got everything right. I rendered it, I saved it, and went in and did something else, came out, and for whatever reason, don't ask me why, I deleted it. So I did not have time to get everything the way I wanted it to. So it is what it is. Like I said, Will, your video, when I add it to the video clip, it was just jumpy. It didn't make any sense. And I was like, well, I'll just try it off the screen share. I haven't seen. Oh, we got comments here already. Woohoo! Hold on. Oh, Will Fly. Tony and Mark. Oh, glad the three of you guys showed up.
Yeah, what's up, Tony? What's up, Mark?
Yeah. What's up, guys? Man, I don't know about you guys, but this Florida heat is nonsense right now, and we're not even into August yet, or July.
But July, this is August. The first day of summer.
Oh, not in Florida. It's been like that for 5 months now.
Yeah.
It was like, I think with the heat index and humidity, I think it was like 108 or 9 today. I'm over it. Already over it. I guess. So, Will, you were saying something about you got a new app?
Yeah, there's an app that a local group, my local group here has been using, and it's really impressive. So what I thought I'd do is I do have a way of screen sharing my phone, but I want to wait maybe till a little later into the show, give people a chance to land and join us.
Perfect.
Yeah, but I think you'll like it.
All right. Hey, real quick, Mark, the thing that we talked about for the 4th of July weekend, not going to happen. Just so you know. I told Krista you were actually going to be there, and she said, never mind. So, She's
You can't blame her.
she's out.
You guys
No,
like each other.
Yeah. Actually, we're trying to figure out how not to spend $300 for the long weekend. And if I drive to you, I'm spending $300 for
Yeah.
fuel. And if I go camping, I'm spending $300. So, and I don't have to spend 8 hours, 16 hours of that long weekend driving. So, I think we're just going to go the hour and 30 minutes to the west of us and end up in Kissimmee and Old Town. So now I say that I haven't tried to book a campsite yet. So I might be camping next to my house. I don't know. Does that count? It's hooked to the
Yeah, I
house.
mean, it's a staycation.
I tell you what, when we had our last hurricane that knocked out power and we stayed in the camper with the generator, dude, I'm telling you right now, I was more relaxed because I was in the camper. Like I didn't even. Now I realized when I walk out and I had to go to work, that sucked. But while I was in the camper, I was like, at least I feel like I'm camping. I really wasn't, but at least I felt like it. Oh, Dave Aller and Kelby, and I think I seen Angela too. How you guys doing? Oh, what is the temperature where you guys are at right now in the chat? And what do you got, Will?
Let's see, it's 82 degrees and sunny.
It was 94 degrees at 9 o'clock this morning.
That's hot. Yeah, that's hot.
I'm trying to tell you, man. 94 degrees at 9 o'clock this morning.
I think we actually hit 100 already this year, though. Have you?
I don't think we hit an actual 100. Feel like well over 100, but I don't think I think we hit 98 or 99, but not 100 yet.
Yeah, we're supposed to get 100 here tomorrow in Atlanta.
Oh, no.
I'm ready for winter.
Yep.
I'm not yet. No way, man. I'm still enjoying the shorts. You know, flying with shorts and a t-shirt. That's so nice.
Just remember, you can always add more clothes, but there's only so much you can take off before it becomes illegal.
You're exactly right, but there's only so much you can add on a paramotor before it becomes counterproductive.
Yeah.
You can't move, you know. You can't feel your fingers, or I don't know. It just feels like clunky.
Yeah, I like flying in the heat. I like it, you know, wearing shorts and a t-shirt and no gloves. But the other 23 hours of the day are not so good.
Well, you know, when you're flying in the heat, if you just keep going up higher and higher, you'll eventually find enough air conditioning where you're satisfied. You're not hot or cold.
You know, that's a good point. I've been finding myself doing this more and more, especially in the summer. And that is, you know, when the sun's setting. Let me move this so I can see you guys. When the sun's setting, you know how you get that real cool layer right next to the ground?
Yep.
And then you climb up just a little bit and you're back into that nice warm air, you know. It might not be such an issue in Florida. I don't know. Mark probably knows more what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I kind of was surprised yesterday. We were flying not real high, but like, you know, 1,000 feet or something. And we cleared a bunch of trees and then dropped down in to fly some hay bales. And it was cool. It was very cool. Down
you can really
there by
notice
the hay
the difference,
bales.
can't you?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I know the last when we flew at the compound for that last long weekend that we just had, I know for the first probably 45 minutes of that flight, if I got below tree line, I was a little cold. Not like freezing or anything, but I was like, man, it's a little chilly down here. So I would just stay above the tree line until we got another half hour into it, and then it didn't matter. It's either go up to cool off or just fly in the heat. I mean, when you feel the heat in your face as you're flying, it's not enjoyable.
Yeah, that's true. There is a question in the chat.
Oh, hit it. I missed
Our
it.
host with the most. Well, I think it was directed at you, but Tony wanted you to explain why you shouldn't fly naked. I don't know what that means.
Oh, well, here,
Tony, I'm sorry you asked.
He was on the recipient list.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I have no
If there's anyone under the age of 60, close your eyes.
60. Yeah, I never went through and seen who all the recipients were, but as soon as that question was asked, I knew it right off the bat. I knew it right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't know if that would be YouTube appropriate. Probably not.
No, well, I don't have to worry about being monetized anytime soon. And actually, Will, I think I would do like what you have done. To be honest with you, I think that's pretty decent of you.
What's that?
Not can be, but not.
Oh, monetized?
Yeah, you turned yours off, correct?
Yeah. I mean, hey, now, I mean, if for some reason I become a Tucker Gott, which ain't gonna happen, I would turn monetization on. But that's not why I'm doing it. And I know that I'm doing it for the sheer love of the sport, and because I like editing. I like editing. So yeah, that's just kind of my gift to the sport and what I can bring. Hey, one of my friends said the other day we were going out to eat. He said, I haven't met one single person who's a paramotor pilot, who isn't extremely talented in something. They've got a real good talent in one thing, or two or whatever, but they've got their yeah.
Apparently, that guy hasn't met me.
Oh, come on now! You keep our airplanes in the sky where they belong.
I was wondering if being a dumbass was a talent or a specialty, because if so, then I have to agree with him.
That's funny right there.
You're a pretty good front door checker, Shane.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of front door, okay, as you guys know, I always throw myself under the bus, tell the truth about everything, blah blah blah. So I got Mark's cup etched up and lasered, whatever, blah blah blah. So today I decided to send it out. So last night I got his return address. I wrote it out. I'm looking at it. I'm writing it out. Blah blah blah. So I go to the post office today, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Oh, this is local. It'll be there tomorrow." I'm like, "In Georgia? Georgia's local?" He goes, "No, you're sending it to this address," which was my own, because I looked at Mark's. I looked literally at Mark's thing. It wrote exactly. So from Mark's address to my address, which is a few blocks from the damn post office. I'm like, "No, that's wrong, sir. It's supposed to be flipped." He goes, "Oh, I'll take care of that. It happens all the time." I'm like, dude.
You told him you'll just carry it back home?
Yeah, I was like, well, hell, I could save myself the $9.50 or whatever it was, and just drive back home and put it back on the counter where I picked it up, drove it here.
That's funny.
So Tony has a thing that he just said in the comment about he's been seeing a lot about alligators attacking dogs in Florida. You know what happens with that? People that own dogs that are dumb allow their dogs to swim in ponds that they know. First of all, there's a saying in Florida: when it comes to a body of water, there's a gator in it, going to be a gator in it, or has been a gator in it. Therefore, keep your dumb dogs out of the water. That's plain and simple. I see people do it all the time. I've watched dogs get eaten. It is just a I don't know why people think it's okay to let your dog swim in alligator-infested waters. What do you do? How do you tell somebody, hey, your dog's going to get eaten? They're like, no, he's fine. He's done it before. Okay, you've done it before. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen this time. So, yeah, it's one of those things, man. You got to be smart as a pet owner. It's just.
Yeah, I mean, if you let your dog run around without a leash, chances are he's going to get hit by a car. I mean,
Mhm.
so it's pretty much the same thing there. Did you? I don't know if anyone in the chat or whatever. Last night we had a great guest. His name's Jeremy Howe. He's 27 years old, lives up in Michigan, and just a great guy. But he did an SIV down in Florida, and you know what he said? He was worried about. He's worried about alligators, because he of course had to go in after a reserve toss, and that's just kind of what you do. But hey, at least I'm not alone. But I did hear this, that alligators usually aren't going to be found in the center of the lake.
Nope. Nope.
But man, how does an alligator get from one side of the lake to the other? It's kind of what I'm thinking,
So I can answer that. It's usually at nighttime is when they have cross open water. For the most part, they usually just go around the edges of the lake. A very large lake, they'll go around the edges. A small lake that I've water skied and kneeboard my whole life out at the lake here. Not probably 6 or 7 years, well, maybe a little longer than that. About 8 or 9 years ago, they pulled the state record alligator out of there. And 2 weeks prior to that, I had both my kids in there dragging them behind the boat. As long as you don't get up in the weeds, you're fine.
That's called trolling. Yeah, I grew up down there too in the lakes, and they're not real interested in attacking something that big. If they have a choice, they don't want to.
Yeah, they would rather have an easy prey and just something that's not going to fight, give them too much fight. And it's like when I went to the SIV course and I took off and was being drugged across over top of the lake, I never once thought about alligators. I was thinking I've never been this flipping high in my entire life. Now he wants me to go up here and do what? Alligators was the last thing on my mind. I'd never even
just sheer survival is what you were thinking of, probably.
No, 100%. I was not. I think the highest I ever been was maybe 3,000 feet, and here I am being pulled up to 4,500 feet, and I wasn't quite directed on what happens when you pull the release. Like I assumed that when you pulled the ripcord, that it was going to be dramatic, and it really wasn't. You just kind of whoop, 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 and then you're done. I didn't know that. And
your reserve, when you throw your reserve, you're talking about when you
pin off from being pulled up by the boat.
Oh.
Like you figure you're here and your wing is behind you, you're being pulled up this way. You would think when you disconnect, like it would just want to do this, it just kind of put you right back underneath you and put you right underneath your wing, and everything was good. So once you've done that, and then you pull in your risers in, and then almost instantly, okay, let's go ahead and pull all your A's on your left side. I was like, whoa, we ain't gonna work on that. We're not gonna go slow on this. You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna jump right into this, huh? So yeah, it was eye-opening. And I went with Sean Simons. Sean's second time, my first time. And I think we both got 4 or 5 pulled. We got pulled up 4 or 5 times. And I was so flipping exhausted after that last time. They're like, hey, you ready to go? I'm like, nope. Like I was so spent from adrenaline, being scared, worrying, all the emotions you could have. Like I would have liked to have gone more, but physically I just couldn't do it. It was just so tiring. And I know that Sean and I went back. We went with we followed Andrew and them to dinner, and I didn't even eat. I just sat there and was just like, I just want to go home. Like I'm done. And I was supposed to go the next day and be I was going to be the only one going up that day. And I told Andrew, I was like, man, I can't do it. Tomorrow I won't be able to walk tomorrow. So he told me he'd call me later and whenever he had a small class and then add me into it. which what happened the second time. But and I was thankful for that because I don't know what I would have got done the very next day. Being, I think Sean and I went to sleep before the sun even went down. we were both done. It was exhausting.
I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work. Anyone hear anything new in the news or paramotoring or other? Hey, Angela.
Well, I know that they said our President Biden is in the hospital. Apparently, he couldn't stop Putin.
Did you hear that from Angela?
No, but Angela has a question. Does it ever get too hot for you to fly your at your LZ? No, Angela. I just go over to the beach, launch from the beach, and fly over the ocean. So that water never gets above like 80 degrees. So no, I don't know what you're talking about.
It doesn't get too hot here to fly, but it does get too hot to have multiple failed launch attempts and keep at it. You know what I'm saying? So you really have to pace yourself. At least I do, and take breaks and stay hydrated.
Yep.
Yeah, and if it's real hot and dead air, it takes a little tiny bit more to get off the ground.
Yep.
Tony asked about, do they have any SIV courses that don't have alligators? And for me, the only SIV I've ever heard of is Fuller's.
Well, there's one. There's overseas. There's ones in like Spain or maybe not Spain. It's there's the one that's got the mountains in the background. That's a big lake. They pull you over. And I think there's one in. Is it Utah? Maybe
I know there's one in Michigan too, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, you need a large body of water to not have to worry about somebody fall onto land when they come.
Kelby said in Utah.
So I'm seeing Bozeman paragliding. I don't know where that's at. And then let's see, Passion paragliding. So I mean, you just Google SIV. They're definitely around.
I would do another SIV course, but I'd like to do it with somewhere else. Not necessarily. I'm not saying anything negative towards the SIV course I went to. I just want to try new instructors and maybe learn something different, if you will.
Yeah.
Again, I don't have really anything bad at all to say about the SIV course I went to. I just would like to try something else, like somewhere else, if you would. Angela, Mark Honeycutt went to Andrew Fuller's SIV course and was absolutely a beast. I believe he had a video out on that. And he had.
Oh, they don't do one.
What's that?
She's asking if the Honeycutts do one.
Oh, you mean? I'm sorry. I'm looking between my camera and blah blah. Anyways, I don't know if
they don't. Not that I'm aware of. They don't do one, but Mark has probably done one.
Yeah, I think that they've gotten into starting to do some teaching, but I don't think they do SIV.
Mark has teamed up with Brooke Sheffield, and they call it Paramount. Dang it! I always have trouble remembering that word. Pinnacle Paramotor in the mountains of North Carolina, there in the Hendersonville area, Asheville area. Can you all see this now? Can you see a screen?
No.
Oh, I know why. Because somebody has to let me in to share it.
Oh crap! Again.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. But I mean, there's just a ton. I'm really impressed. I didn't know there were that many actually, and I totally get it, Shane. I mean, and I think the person that you went with would encourage you, as any good instructor. I mean, sometimes you'll pick up something from one instructor that another instructor. I don't know. You know, it's a good idea to get training from as many instructors as you can. I mean, man, there's a ton of them.
My fear, I would never be scared of an alligator, but I would be, my biggest fear would be just getting gift wrapped.
Yes. And
Yeah.
that was mine. I literally was so after after watching your Dankies darn near get gift wrapped. It was a concern of mine. But also, again, I cannot express this. I learned to watch my wing. Like, you are literally told to just continuously watch your wing. The ground's coming. You need to watch your wing to make sure it ain't coming too fast. You know what I mean? Like it. So now when I fly, I mean, I am a constant wing watcher. I watch my wing. I'm sure I watch it more than I actually watch or look for the ground, if you will. So I'm very thankful for the stuff that I've taken away from that SIV course.
Yeah.
I actually took away some confidence just from you taking an SIV course. I trust my wing even more after you took your course.
Well, I will tell you, it's a lot safer to have someone else do it.
There you go.
Cheaper too. As long as they take good notes.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. We got Kelby Cox in the chat. Oh yeah. Also Italy. They're all over, man. So I guess I can't use alligators as an excuse. You can't either, Mark. So
if you fly the beach one time, you'll realize that swimming in the ocean ain't very safe either. There's a lot more sharks that are right there by you than there are alligators.
yeah. And hey, an alligator will go in salt water.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It needs to heal, especially.
Actually, you know what's going on right now at the beach at night? I forgot all about this. I'm going to have to do that this weekend. Sea turtles. It's sea turtle season. They come up at night, come up on the beach, lay their eggs, and go back out. Which also is pretty cool to fly down the beach in the morning, and you can see the turtles that had come up, laid their eggs, and then came back down.
Yeah.
You can see their tracks in the water. I mean, in the sand.
As a kid, I would we'd always hang out at a place called Double Roads in Juno Beach, Florida, and it was a different place. Palm Beach County was a lot smaller back then, but yeah, we would party, just hang out there and drink and do what kids, teenagers do. And my buddy and I were out at the beach. The turtles were there, and we knew that. And I think we had a flashlight and everything, which is a big no-no because it makes the turtles go away.
Right. Yep.
And so anyways, of course, here comes a game warden or whatever you call him. And he's like, don't you know there's turtles here? Of course, we're like, no, we didn't know anything. What, turtles? What are you talking about? He said, yeah, come here, look. And so he let us go, but they take that stuff real serious.
Yes, they do. We watched a couple of tourists decide that they were going to grab eggs as they were dropping out of the mama. And let's just say the cops stroked them tickets left and right. I kept telling them, don't do that. And this dude come out of nowhere. I don't even know where he was at, but he came out of nowhere, walked right up to these two folks and said, all right, you two with me.
Yeah.
And, oh, dude, it was over and done with. And I was just like, stroke them good. How dumb can you be? Like, seriously.
Yeah. Well, when you're a teenager, you can be pretty dumb, man.
Oh, God, yeah.
And, you've got a little bit of I don't care, attitude. So, yeah, Kelby, when Mark joined Brook, they kept the logo, the Red Pill logo, but they changed the name to Pinnacle. That's the deal with their flight school now.
I told Brooke he should have named it Blue Pill Paramotor, and his catchphrase would be, "We get you up in the air."
Blue Pill. I don't get it.
Viagra.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, well, see, I don't need stuff like that yet. So.
Man, that joke was stiff on that guy, wasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you'll get it in 4 hours. I don't know.
No, I got it. Mark told me. Mark had it. Of course, if you could have texted it to me and not, told me in front of all my friends, that would have been okay. But yeah. I got one more thing to share. If you'd like me to.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna check the front door.
Well, wait. Let me screen share it then.
Oh,
because you have to be present.
All right, try it again.
Share screen and window and right here, share. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. So what this is this is a final report. Everybody has probably heard about Amazon's desire to deliver things remotely using drones. This is the final 400-page report. There is a summary, and I have not read it yet. I'm just putting it out there so you guys know about it. One thing I can say is that this, in and of itself, is a reason that we should support USPPA and throw our support behind them, because they're the frontline defense with stuff like this. I know Noah has been actively watching it, Noah Rasheta, and from what I understand, and I'm paraphrasing from what I've heard, that our protections aren't nearly as good as they should be. So the freest flying country in the world is it may change if we don't keep our thumb on the pulse and just stay current as to what's going on. It's a lot of interesting information. Now, I've always thought that it's like, man, that I don't see how this would work. But man, I mean, I've said that about a lot of things. There was I guess everyone's familiar with traffic circles, but there's this one intersection here where it was a 4-way stop. And when I first saw them put a traffic circle there, when I first heard they were going to do that, I'm like, man, that will never freaking work. But man, it worked. It was awesome. So I don't know. I'll share the link to this and just check it out and see what you think. And Mark, if you could give me a detailed report next we meet, that would be awesome, dude.
You must not know how slow I read.
400 freaking pages. But like I said, there's a summary, and I'll spend some time looking at it too. And there, have at it. Let's see. I'll end that. Remove from stream. Okay, we're back.
Woohoo! Should I band it from studio?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, when we're done with it, I don't know if because I don't think I can share. Yeah, see, because like the only thing I could do at this point is absolutely nothing.
It says kick. What does it say? Kick from studio, but it says your name. But it's because of if you get kicked out, let me know. Yep, it did.
Bye, Felicia.
I never. I think on his end he has to hit remove or something. I don't know. I will come back. I wasn't sure if that worked or not.
He said in the chat, "Ha, I got kicked off."
Not on purpose, I swear. Oh my God.
Hey Tony, I'm getting my car back out of the shop tomorrow from getting hit in a roundabout here in front of my neighborhood.
You're gonna sell that, correct?
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure I'm going to.
Now, don't forget, right before your closing, you go buy a new car. I mean, new truck.
Yeah, I
Right?
might as well. That and maybe a boat or something.
Yeah, why not?
My real estate agent's head would pop off.
Sorry, Will.
Hey, Will, it's good to see you.
Yeah, no problem. I was expecting it. What is the ding I hear?
I think that's my Facebook. I have to back out of here to see it. Oh, wait, we got a special guest trying to come in here. Hold on. This one's for you, Mark. Paramom, we don't see you.
No.
The infamous Linda?
We can hear you, but we can't see you.
I'm having.
Now
I'm
we
having
can't-
a really hard time trying to get in the chat. I mean, this whole stream thing. I don't even know what I look like here.
Oh, you look great.
Well, we saw you for half a second.
Start cam. Yeah, I know.
There you go.
No, this is really strange. My computer keeps trying to go very. I'm not ready.
So what I just realized is every link that I added to all the
I think
paramotor
that.
pages was the invite for this, not for the show link.
What do you? Oh, really?
Yep. Now,
Oh.
so I see.
Interesting.
So that explains a few things.
Okay, I'm turning this off for a minute.
So yeah, that was my bad. I literally sent the invite
I'm
link.
still here.
Yes, Linda,
No.
can you hear us talking?
We hear you,
Turning it
Linda.
on right now.
Yeah.
How's that working for you?
Yeah, this guy.
You're in
This
the
guy.
show. Everyone can see you. No, I'm not dressed for the occasion.
Yeah,
You've
but
been
see,
just
Mark,
fine, Linda.
see, Mark, I got the power to
Hi,
do
Mark.
this stuff. See, now she's muted.
I'm trying to comment.
She is cutting out.
I know I don't know what's wrong with her. Hey, look who it is. Where's
Yeah.
where's her favorite toy at?
Tony,
You'd have to talk to Joni about that. She made us throw it away.
What? How
Yeah.
rude.
I know.
Man, I'm gonna have to talk to her now.
She just said buy her another one.
okay. Okay.
Well, since you said what you
Calling
said
the
there,
mute.
Shane, I'm going to wait until next week to show what I was going to show tonight.
And what would that be?
It's a teaser.
Is it you gonna be wearing a Will Fly shirt
Okay.
while we wear Paralife shirts tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Next week?
Next week.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I don't know. No. I mean, I like promoting other people's stuff.
Well, that's what. Well, I text Mark today. I said, "Hey, do you got your Will Fly shirt?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Let's wear it and don't tell Will." So that's how this worked out.
Well, that's awesome, man. It was a big surprise.
As soon as I
They
figure
said-
out how to get a cricket and a heat press, blah blah blah, I may one day come out with some shirts. But I think I'm going to work on some cups once I get approval from Mark. If he likes his cup, then I may end up making myself some cups. Who knows?
I've looked at those crickets. They're pretty impressive, actually. You know, those Will Fly stickers, Nick Griffith made those for me, which he's flying right now. Daggone it, he's flying at the sod farm. But all those Will Fly stickers was made on a cricket. And pretty impressed, really. It's amazing what you can do nowadays with Cricut and a 3D printer.
Well, actually, Smart Car Brian actually made a URL code with when you scan it, it goes to my PPG or my TikTok page and my YouTube page, and made a whole logo for the front of it. It's a lot of work.
Oh, the QR code?
Yeah, because you got to sit there and pick out everything that you're supposed to out of it. So it does take a lot of it. It takes a lot of time. I probably wouldn't do that except for on my own personal shirt.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
that has a value. I mean, it's kind of neat to be able to make your own stuff. I mean, you know.
And I will tell you, this past weekend, I did wear my Girls Want to Fly Girls shirt all around the resort that we were at. It was pretty awesome.
Where? Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did anyone say anything about it?
No. but it was freaking. I was just walking through, and Krista's like, "Why are you wearing that shirt?" I go, "I want to take pictures and then send them to her," but I never did.
Were parents grabbing their children and holding them close to them or anything like that?
Let me go ahead and tell you this past weekend camping trip. So we went to a place called Wakaiva Falls RV Resort. They have this fountain, waterfall thing, and they got a big swimming area, and then the water goes down this creek into the larger part of the river. Well, the creek is covered with trees hanging over it. So you just take your chair and your cooler, you put your chair in the water, it's about 72 degrees, 75 degrees, and you sit in the shade and drink beer and just relax all day long. It's horrible. And then when you're done with that, you go jump in the pool or you go to a little tiki bar. It's freaking awesome. Actually, we took Jade and Eric and Eric's daughter, Savannah, there right before when they came down here. But we didn't get to go into the water because it was a little cool. But it ain't cool now.
Huh. I wonder if there's the water's not cool now?
No. When Jade and them were down, it was too cold to get into the water. But now it's hot. The time you walk from the camper, get your chair and your cooler, and you walk down to the stream, which is about 100 yards, you're already dying of sweat. Absolutely dying. And Jack had a blast. He was all in the water swimming and having a good old time. But he would not sit. So the water is only about 4 inches deep where we were at this one spot. And I kept telling Jack to sit, but as soon as his butt touched the water, he came back up. He would not sit for nothing. He'd swim in
because it was too good.
touching his starfish, and he's like, "Nope."
Oh man, Tony's been hanging around us for a year now.
On purpose?
Yeah, I think that's a record. I don't know. Yeah, right on.
Linda, do we sell what? By them, you mean Mark and Will? I'll sell you either one of them. Pretty cheap.
Yeah, he didn't specify.
Yeah, right.
So.
Angela's asking about if Will sells these good-looking shirts.
No, I really don't. No, and by really I mean no, I don't, because I don't have any to sell. So I probably should have a few on hand, but we'll see. This was a little bit of an experiment, and I thought it came out well, but I'm going to have to change the color from black to something a little lighter.
Yeah.
In the chat there, Tony was asking. I told him he didn't even want to know what we had to do to get these shirts.
I will tell you, $20 is $20, but these shirts were way more.
I'm sure just left a terrible taste in your mouth.
No, this is my second time since the flying wearing this shirt. I wore it to dinner a couple weeks ago, but because the sun.
I was going to say, did you have to go out and get it out of your trailer?
No, it was in my closet, but and actually I just asked Chris, I was like, hey, I need that Will Fly shirt. And she's like, I was like, I know, it's black. It's probably in the back of the closet right now until winter. Yeah. So here in Florida, our winter clothes are just black t-shirts because it's still 75, 80 degrees. And that's good for keeping you warm. But yeah, it was these shirts. Now they're soft, they're good, they're just black. And when you're in Florida, it's just a nightmare. I don't think, Mark, you don't even have a black shirt, do you?
No. You gave me a black Gauge shirt.
And I don't blame you if you don't wear it.
And then you gave me a gray one, and I always wear the gray one.
Yeah, I have a bunch of the black ones. I'm not wearing them. Unless it's at night. I mean, I probably have, I bet you over 100 of those shirts that we just never got rid of or whatever. And they just in my closet. If whatever's in the up front is what I grab. If it's one I wore last week, then so be it. If it's one that I haven't worn yet, then Krista needs to do laundry because that means she's behind.
Yeah, if you're down to all black shirts.
Of course, you know me. I went to Austin last week. I was gone for 4 or 5 days. And, oh, yeah, my lovely wife didn't go, and I packed my own bag. So that means I took 5 or 6 Paralife T-shirts, and that's all I wore the whole time. That's all I ever wear.
Too late, David. No taking khakis. He tried to take that one back. And I didn't post it, but that was quick thinking there, Shane.
Oh, I did. As soon as I seen it, I was like, oh, that right there is worth being put on the banner.
Good content.
No, I was thinking about your shirt, your design. If you just flipped it to a white shirt with black lettering, why not?
I don't know. I don't do very well with white anything, with shirts. They just, I don't know.
Well,
I mean, it'd be okay.
He said they only come in small.
Listen, you gotta eat your Blizzard over the cup. You can't just bring the spoon to the cup and then the spoon to your mouth. You gotta like right here. Then you won't get nothing on your white shirt.
No, man. When they hand that Blizzard to me, they hand it to me upside down.
I know.
Well, that's the way you're supposed to eat a Blizzard, right?
Angela, I do not have any merch. I'm slightly thinking about it, but that just seems like Mark has to get a 5-year-old and a 46-year-old woman to sell his crap because he doesn't even want to sell it.
No, he's in bed at the fly-in.
Yeah, I know.
In bed, watches TV.
He's old Scrooge McDuck, freaking splashing around in 20s in his camper. The camper's swelling up. You got poor Krista and the 5-year-old like shoving the dollars in little cracks that were in the can. Mark is driving home, and there's just 20s flying out the back. And he's just laughing all the way.
And who would you rather talk to, me or a 5-year-old and Krista? It's a marketing strategy.
Oh, I thought you meant right now. I mean, but never mind. Because I was going to go with you. But I did find it very hilarious. Every time you were at that table, nothing got sold. As soon as you left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it works.
So, Angela, I'm that's kind of my color, Carolina blue. I like that, but it's kind of a touchy subject in North Carolina. You got NC State and University, and they don't like each other. But yeah, I mean, I like that color. I probably won't do white, but I'm going to do like a blue and a tan and lighter colors.
Mark and I are not against orange and green. Just so you know.
That's too much like the Gators, though.
No, that's orange and blue.
Oh,
It's the University of Miami.
Oh yeah, what was that? What was that coach down there? Jimmy
Johnson.
Johnson. Didn't he die recently?
Hmm.
He didn't.
I don't
Alexa,
believe so.
Is Jimmy Johnson still alive?
Jimmy Johnson is still alive. He is 78 years old.
He's 78. Wow. Sorry, Jimmy.
I figured it would have pulled up Jimmy Johnson, the
He's a
NASCAR driver.
Yeah, Kelby. I'm not going to do him in rainbow color, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I saw
just
that
thought
and I
about
let
that.
it go.
Thanks, Mark. It's like trivia. Yes. I'm like, Jimmy Johnson, wait a minute.
Hey, Nick, how was your flight?
So is it me or is this, it's like, I'm looking at the screen and everything, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to crash your show because I didn't know what the heck I was doing with this. I just kind of started hitting things and then all of a sudden here I am.
Well, Linda, you're welcome.
But
Please.
it seems like it's, for me, it's delayed.
Yeah. It might be on my end.
I mean, seriously, I didn't want to crash your show.
No, no, it's fine. If I didn't want you on the show, you wouldn't have got in the room.
Shane, with great power comes great
Oh,
responsibility.
okay. Well, thank you, Shaney. Thanks, Shaney.
You're welcome.
I feel better now.
Yeah, Linda, you are lagging because I said that 5 minutes ago. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But you are a little bit behind.
I need to go eat a blizzard right now. That's it. That's it.
What's Linda? What's the temperature there where you're at? Is it still snowing?
Yeah.
It's 80 degrees right now.
What's the lows though?
It's 80.
80.
But
well,
I got my
it's
little
70.
AC going, so it's all good.
My AC's been going for 5 months now.
Yeah, it's 80.
Actually, no, it's what are we in this?
I remember
No,
those days.
It's been going 4.5 months now. Man,
Someone steal it?
no. Someone trying to steal my cold air. Oh, we got Daddy Dutch.
Yeah.
Daddy Dutch did a video the other day or yesterday. Yeah, maybe it was yesterday. He did a smoked meatloaf, and you guys should check that out because I'm gonna tell you right now that thing looked pretty doggone good. He made it with half and half of ground beef and elk, which elk meat is phenomenal, by the way. It's very lean meat. Actually, Brian Walder swears by it.
Elk meat, that's a different taste. Elk meat's okay. I had that a couple weeks ago. I mean, something. It's like, yeah, so it's all right.
Yeah. So a lot of people don't like deer meat, venison,
Not
and
for everybody.
I absolutely love it until you ground it up. If you ground up deer meat and try to make it into a hamburger, I cannot eat it. I don't know why. I can eat steaks all day long, fried, baked, broiled, smoked. You ground it up, make a hamburger, I can't eat it. It's something to do with the texture of when they hamburger it or ground it up. I don't know what it is. I cannot do it.
Oh.
Hey, Mark, did
So
Nick,
which one's better to eat, venison or elk? In the chat.
I hear elk meat is supposed to be phenomenal. I can only tell you that I've eaten venison, and I will continue to eat venison. But which one of the two are better for you? I have no idea. I know both are very lean.
Yeah.
But Mark, I don't know if I told you that Nick Griffith he's able to do the laser printing or whatever, cutting, blah blah blah.
Engraving.
Yeah, he's got to get a tumbler to do Yeti cups or whatever.
Yeah, I think to do the curved surface. You
Right.
have to be able to rotate the cup around.
So, with that being said, that's another option.
So Nick's down there by you, man. I didn't know that. I thought he was flying at the sod farm tonight.
Yeah, he's just across the state.
Yeah, I don't know if you see this comment here from this nice guy. I just said all these nice things, and he's going to bring up some old stuff. So I had to actually, I had this fine gentleman and his family come in from up north to come visit me at my house, and the guy just takes over my entire kitchen and wouldn't let it go. Well, I had actually never in my life ever have cooked gator meat before. So Kent comes in and starts cooking up the gator meat and did a damn good job because we all had a good time and everything was good. I will tell you though, he's going to bust on me for that, but his daughter does not eat steak. She had my steak and went back and got seconds. What's that tell you?
She what? She got sick?
No, she had a helping of steak, first serving, and went back for a second serving of steak.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I'll give up the I never made gator, but I actually turned around and made gator up in Ohio when I went to another YouTuber's house while we were up there in Ohio. We went to Cleveland and ended up making gator up there. So yeah, it was the second. I mean, once I figured out how to do it, it's pretty good. But I had never done it before. First time ever. I usually just go to the restaurant and get gator meat. It's already made for me. What do I know?
Yeah. I'm cooking gator.
Angela wants to know if I ever went into the oldest church. I can't go into the newest church. I catch fire. You can't get me to go into a church.
What's she talking about? Like in St. Augustine?
I think she's talking about in St. Pete.
Yeah. The last, well, I can't say the last church. Actually, I am probably less than 2 miles. My house is 2 miles where my wife and I got married back in 1995. Yes, 95. No. Yes, 95. That's a long time ago, just so you know. Hey, no one told me that this contract was this long. Like, I thought it was an expiration date. No?
The what?
Is there not an expiration date on a marriage certificate?
I think they call that a divorce.
Yeah,
No.
you don't want to find out. They're pricey.
No. I tell you right now, I'm staying right where I'm at. I ain't got no. I have a single friend who constantly calls me and tells me the nightmare dates and problems that I'm like, dude, there's no way. There's just no way I'm interested in being in that life.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine right where I'm at.
So are you gonna fly anymore this week, Mark? You got any plans? Or Shane?
I'm fixing to look right now.
Yeah, I haven't looked yet. Hopefully.
I start my day off with first asking who, she who shall not be mentioned, whether it's going to rain today. And if she says no, then I'll go on to ask her, what are the winds today? And if she says, or what are the current winds? And she'll tell me the winds and then what's expected. Then I start really delving into the weather a little bit. So that's kind of how I start my day.
Yeah, we start our day off by shutting off our alarm clocks, getting a shower, and going to work.
Oh, what's that like for you? How's that working out?
Was my jealousy showing?
Hey, I didn't realize the time. All right, we are about out of here. Am I running the intro on the outro now, or are we just saying bye?
Well, I mean, I don't think that anyone was in the chat at the time we ran it. So that's up to you entirely.
All right, before we go, Mark, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on YouTube, Paralife PPG, and online at paralifeppg.com.
Willard.
You can find me on YouTube, Will Fly, or just go to willflyppg.com.
Paramom, where'd you go? You can find her.
There she is.
I know she's come. Oh, come on, Linda, you can do it.
You almost had it.
Mute. There you go.
Where can we find you, Linda? You're on mute. Oh, no, you're not.
Okay. Okay. There's some instructions. Oh my gosh. Okay. Paraglidingtalk.com on Thursday nights with your host, Robert Michael.
Woo-hoo.
There you go.
I'll be there.
Thanks for letting me hang with you guys tonight, even though I didn't know what the heck I was doing on all this. Because my computer, is 100 years old. So it's like, what is this? And
all right. Well, you can find me at Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane on YouTube and ppgshane.com on TikTok. With that being said, what, Linda? Oh, I'm taking over now. All right. Outro. Peace out.
The screen disappeared over here. I thought it just left me.
I guess the view must be pretty good from up there.
ParaLifePPG.com, your official sponsor for Tuesday Night Hangout.